guys, today's going to be the very last two videos. This is the third day that I've been doing little recap videos. I did the first day I had done the AWF and the Fozzy little recaps. The second day I did the Mick Foley and Dolph Ziggler event, and then the third day, which is right now, I'm doing two videos. And the first one, I'm doing two recaps, but the first recap that I'm going to do is the Rock event. I went to, this was in the month of March, so obviously nearly a year ago. I went to the Sydney City George Street event cinemas, where GI Joe Retaliation Premeire featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was going to be there, and I didn't get there till round about 11, because the event didn't start till 6 o'clock. I didn't want to go late, as in like 2 o'clock late, and then there will be people lining up, or near the red carpet where I won't be able to sneak in and get near the front. But I didn't want to be there too early, because it's a waste of time just to be there, really early if it doesn't start till till the day. And I wanted my sleep. So yeah, I didn't get there till around about 11. So I went there. Tracy was already there. I think she was there by 8 o'clock, and Scott as well. They were in the Hungry Jack's, which was right next to it. And I can't say much about it because we were just sitting there, and like I said in past videos, it's a waiting game. When you go to signings, when you go to the airport, or you go to these things, it's a massive waiting game, and you can't talk about much, but if you're waiting, you can't talk at all or about anything good happened. But during the day, Jaden popped in. He said he was going to go, but he had school. He was very lucky enough to be there. And Adrian popped in. I know he had to do an assessment for TAFE, so he was very lucky to end up coming along. So basically, just to fast forward it, yeah, we got the pretty good spot, but what I hated about the spot was the fact that people decided to still come into the area, even though they know it was full, everyone was squashed. They still wanted to pile in and see if they can get the spot to meet The Rock. But during the waiting time that we had, some girl had a poster, and Tracy, Jaden, and Adrian and Scott would know this. The poster said, "Dwayne, you are my rock," and it had a little picture of Dwayne Johnson from the WWE thing. It's not like a clipping. It's not like a cutout photo of The Rock from a movie poster. It was clearly something from WWE. Even though she had the name Rock on the poster, even though she had a cutout of The Rock from a WWE or from Google Images that was clearly from WWE, or a wrestling related picture, she didn't know, and this is the God honest truth, I'm not making this shit up because it's way too funny, and it's way too funny to make up. She basically didn't know that Rock, or Dwayne in this case, was a wrestler. And immediately, all five of us went, okay, I understand if people don't know it. I understand if people who watch The Rock from movies, but they don't know that he's a wrestling fan. But this girl was different. She basically used, and like I said, there was two things wrong with that. She used Rock, which is obviously the little ring name for Dwayne. Second, as I mentioned before, it was a wrestling related photo. Now, when you go into Google Images, whether you type in The Rock or you type in Dwayne Johnson, or if you type in Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you're bound to get a number of photos that are wrestling related, whether it's a championship or whether it's him doing a wrestling move or whether it's a promo pose that you can, one of those things that you print him out as an 8x10. I'm not saying that I looked it up, but just the fact, if you Googled The Rock, you would find wrestling related pictures. You would have to know, and you're bound to know, that he's a freaking wrestler. You have to be that dumb. Out of my 6 years now of watching wrestling, that was the very first thing I've ever heard, the stupid thing that I've heard from someone, wrestling related. I don't feel sorry for her, I feel sorry for us, because we had to hear that. And I mean, we had wrestling t-shirts on, we had the Rock t-shirt, we had merchandise, and there were other people there who were wrestling fans, and they wore shirts, and they had the merchandise and everything, and you're bound to get some sort of, you gotta go, oh, he must be a wrestler. I mean, this video's gone on for I'm looking at my phone right now, it's 6 minutes, now 7. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna move on. So now, we ended up waiting, and I can't remember what time he showed up, but he eventually did, and he showed up in a pretty cool little army thing, which I took this photo from the internet, that I found, or on a Facebook page or whatever. So it looked pretty cool, something new. It's not like a normal limo. And then apparently he had to go to the bathroom. So when you see him going up, I think he had to go to the bathroom. He had come back down to do all the press and all the media that was there, which took forever. And basically, one by one, yeah, it just took time. And then he had to do the photo shoot for the paparazzi that was there, for the newspapers and articles and other shit. And then he went in to do the opening for GI Joe Retaliation. Now, we had this one dude, and this is another story. We had this one dude at the event who, I'm not going to mention his name, but he basically kept going that the fact that he wasn't going to meet The Rock. He kept going on that he wasn't going to meet The Rock wasn't going to come out, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna come out, just wait. And I was excited, Tracy was excited, everyone was excited. And this one, he was too bitchy. He was past the stage of excitement. He was bitchy. And he basically had a go at me, telling me to shut the F up, and his sister as well. And honestly, I don't regret what I said, and I'm not going to say it, but the fact is that eventually they got to meet him. Annoying. And I'm like, dude, shut up. And then he's telling me to shut up. I told him to shut the fuck up. Sorry for my swearing. His sister had a go at me. I had a go at her. And I could say that I don't know who won that conflict. I like to say I won, but hey, anyway, so Rock came out, and one by one he took photos, he gave autographs, which was awesome, and it wasn't around about till 8:30 at the time that he actually came out to do the photos, because normally he could have just pissed off and walked past, pissed off and went, but he took the time to take some photos and give some autographs. Anyway, I was with, my brother moved. He was near where the section of the limos were and everything. And he moved there, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to ruin the chance to get stuff signed. So I moved back to where Tracy, the original spot that we were, Adrian ended up staying there. And Rock came down, and I basically had my figures. I won't show them yet, but basically Jaden and Tracy were in front of me. And I had my 2 figures, and I basically over the top of them, and I think I hit Jaden. Apparently Jaden told me a couple of weeks later that I hit him in the eye, and Jaden, I do apologize for that, but I ended up getting them signed. So I got the Rock Legends figure signed, yep, right there, and then I also got the Rock and Cena 2-pack signed, and surprisingly he signed it near Cena right there. And I do hope that I can get Cena to sign this, so that way I can just shove it away, put it for, you know, in another rainy day. Not shove it away, but to not lug it around with me at an airport where I know it's going to be very hard to meet Cena. But what was I going to say? With that figure, the 2-pack, I actually bought that in America, and immediately I thought there is no way in hell that I'm ever going to get this signed by The Rock. And obviously I did. And then, anyway, so we met him. I basically said, can you sign this one? He goes, sure, man. And he had the smile, which was white as hell. And then I asked him, can you sign this one as well? And then he picked up, and then he grabbed the 2-pack and looked at it for a bit and then signed it, which was pretty cool. And then, apparently Tracy took a photo with The Rock, and we managed, me, Jaden, and Scott managed to photobomb it. And I didn't even realize that I was in the photo. My entire face is not in it, but you can see in the photo here, but round about my eyes or my nose up. So technically, I'm still in the photo. But hey, Jaden and Scott and Tracy got the photo with The Rock, which was awesome. But then I find out that my brother got a better photo. Basically, I don't have the photo with me, but basically, he asked The Rock, from what I've been told by him, he asked The Rock for an autograph, and he got the encyclopedia signed, and he also got the same Rock Legends figure signed. And the marker wasn't working, and then he basically goes, oh, I've got another one, and he was rushing to get that thing out because The Rock said that he, you know, had to go. And but Rock said, you know, there's no rush, and took it out, got it signed, and then he also asked for a photo, and he goes, I'm a bit in a rush, but okay. Took the photo, and again, I don't have the photo, I don't have a copy of it, but there's a lot of photo bombs everywhere. If you think that photo with me and Tracy and Jaden and Scott was bad, this one was hilarious, I can tell you that right now. But look, at the end of the day, we got to meet The Rock, we got to see The Rock, something that was a highlight of the year, something that probably won't ever repeat again. I heard that he's coming down to Queensland, I don't know when, for a movie, which if he ever comes down again for Sydney, we'll definitely have to see him again, because I don't think I've got anything else signed for him. But look, it was a great night, and I do apologize for the video being so long. But yeah, thank you for watching it. And now I'm going to head over to finish the very, very last video, and that's going to be the WWE tour for 2013. And I know that video is going to be very long because of the amount of things I've got to talk to you about. But other than that, I'll see you then.